Hi everybody and welcome to the Mental Toughness and Body Show. My name is Rob Evans and I'm your weight loss coach, health strategist and internationally published author, helping take your life, your business, your health and wellness and mindset from where you are right now to where it is that you want to be. And today I want to talk all about food and the love of food. And when it comes to a health transformation or a body transformation, people often tell me I couldn't do that because I love food too much. Well, newsflash, I absolutely adore food, but I'm still able to achieve what it is that I want to achieve. And I work with all my clients on that same basis. People get scared by the fact that I'm going to put them on some kind of very restrictive type diet or provide them with foods that they don't like, and like Brussels sprouts and kale and all of those types of foods that some people just don't like. Some people love them, but most people don't. And they get scared off by even starting something because they say, I just love food too much. It's like, well, yes, it's great to love your food. I always come up with a plan that has the food on it that people love. Now, even if there's a scenario where people absolutely love fast food, then I won't do it every day, but there'll be days on the plan where I'll say, okay, well, what are the things that you feel like you really want? And how fewer times in the week could you eat these in, say, your first week or two to be really satisfied that you're making progress? And they tell me, I say, okay, so let's do this. So I would put things like a sundae, for instance, a McDonald's sundae on people's meal plans, not all of them, obviously, because everyone's different. But those people that say, yeah, I have one of these every day. And I say, well, okay, can you see how this number of calories per that sundae is going to have this impact on your body? And you want to change, so that means we need to change behavior. So how many times do you think you could get away with only eating? Oh, well, I could probably eat it just twice would be great. Say, okay, which days? Okay, oh yeah, probably a Wednesday and a Friday, or a Saturday and a Wednesday or something. And I say, okay, well, let's pop it in on those days. Then you can have it. Now, what that automatically says to them, they've got a plan that's got, say they're in inverted commas, naughty food on it, and they can have it guilt-free. It's still got the same number of calories, but because I've included it in someone's plan, they become okay with it. I had a lady many years ago that she loved chips. That was her Achilles heel. And she said, oh, I can't do your meal plan because I can't have chips, and I could do it for a bit, but I won't sustain it because I can't have the chips. I said, okay, let's fix that. How often do you need to have it? Oh, once a week would be amazing. All right, let's put it in once a week. Which day? Pick the day. All right, there you can have it there. This is how many you can have. This is the proportion. It's not like saying, okay, you can have two of them. It's like it might be, I don't know, a couple of cupfuls or something like that. Something that is enough to satisfy their craving for it. And then next meal, or that same meal even, they add a salad or something like that to balance up what they've consumed. It's all about coming up with a plan that suits you. Not me, but what suits you. And is sustainable for you, doable for you. And it doesn't have to be a big change all at once. It can be a small change. And then over time, you'll find that you'll adjust and you'll find out, well, actually, I don't know, 2 days a week of a Sunday is just too much for you. So, oh, you're kind of going a bit off them. They're too sweet. Or whatever it is that you don't like. The key is, when it comes to your food, to find that balance of foods that you absolutely love, those cheat meals, if you like, that you say, yeah, I've absolutely got to have these, to make this sustainable for you, because you've got to love your food. You've got to look forward to it every single day. Like, I'll give you a simple example for myself, which is to do with salads. I love salads, but I absolutely hate making them. And for many years, I just wouldn't eat salad unless it was prepared for me. Because there's just something about it I just don't enjoy, and my salads were never great, and I just didn't enjoy them. But then I said, well, if you love salad so much and you would like to eat more of it, how can you get around that issue? Yeah, you could get a chef to do them all for you, or you could go to the supermarket and get the pre-packed ones, add a dressing that you like, not too much, but add a dressing that's going to really increase the satisfaction for you and the flavour. Add your protein for it, and boom, there you've got it. So that's what I do now. And in fact, in about 5 minutes' time, I'm going to go to the supermarket and get some more because I've run out as of today. So they make it exciting for me. I get a variety of different, there's like 3 or 4 different salads that I use that I really love, I really enjoy. And it makes it sustainable for me because I can keep doing that forever because they're already done for me. They'll come out with different salads, different flavours. I pick rainbow sort of flavor, coloured ones, rainbow flavour, rainbow coloured ones. And that's just what keeps it really interesting for me. I love it. And what's the other thing that it does? It saves me time. So I'll have to buy salads 2 to 3 times a week, depending on whether I can get enough of them, mainly because I'll have one a day, but they don't last. So I want to get them as fresh as possible. So I'll have to do a couple of shops a day. So this is my second shop for the day, for the week for salads. So that's just a really simple example that I use to help me come up with a sustainable plan, come up with something that I really love, really enjoy. I look forward to it every lunchtime, and I just mix up a different salad. Easy. So I make sure that I create a plan for myself and for others that you can stick with. So if you find at the moment that you do want to go on a health transformation, a body transformation, but you, in your mind, have this story that you're telling yourself that the food that you're going to have to eat is going to be too hard to do, then I would say to you that you're thinking about it the wrong way. You're not getting the right advice. Because the first thing that I do with people is give a questionnaire. In that, you write down your favourite foods, the ones that you dislike. I build a draft of the plan, and then we sit down and we come up with a plan that is 100% right for you. It's about saying, okay, is this something that you could do? And being honest and saying, okay, could you do this? Is this plan something you could do? And I ask people to be really honest with me because I hate it if somebody walks away with a plan that I consider the world's best plan for them, and yet they don't do it because they find that they don't like a food or two on it. And that might sound silly, but some people can find that they don't like a breakfast, or there's a particular snack or something that they don't like, and they say, oh, well, I won't do any of it. So that doesn't make sense. Just change those couple of things. Come back to me, tell me what you don't like, and we'll change it. But people tend not to do that. They just tend to fall back into old ways, and before you know it, they're back where they were, not achieving and not happy with it, but continuing to do that. So we've got to be more consistent. And it all starts with the mindset of knowing that, okay, yeah, you can have a great life, a great lifestyle, delicious food that you absolutely love, and popping in the odd cheap meal here and there where you can dine out, you can enjoy a meal with people's houses and that kind of stuff. You can enjoy all of that, do it really well, and still achieve an incredible body transformation and maintain an incredible level of health. The difference is that, okay, do we get the takeaway every night? Do we eat sundaes every day? Do we eat the chocolate that may be high in fat and high in sugar? Do we eat that every day? Well, the answer is no, we shouldn't be if we want to achieve a change in our health and our fitness and our body. Our body is not designed to consume a lot of that food. We can get away with consuming some of it, but we shouldn't be eating all of it. But the trick is to then find some alternatives that you absolutely love, that you know really serve you. And that is also one of the features that I love about the Isagenix products, because they taste so damn good and they're completely healthy, got loaded with nutrients, that I can have, if you like, what I might normally consider a naughty type of meal, but I actually know that it's serving me really well because it's just loaded with everything that I need. So it's about having an awareness of what your options are, following those on a consistent basis, and knowing that you don't starve yourself. If you're starving yourself, if you're constantly hungry, there's a problem. Okay, you're not consuming enough. And chances are you're over-exercising and under-eating. That's what normally happens for people. So I'm doing a session with a lady and a client in interstate in a few hours' time. And she said to me that she's been doing the same thing for a couple of months now, and things have stopped. She's lost 10 kilos. She wants to lose more, and she can't work out why. And so I asked her to write down all the things that she's eating over a 72-hour period and send it to me. And she sent it to me. I've opened it up, and within 2 minutes, I can see why she's not getting the outcomes. Because she's over-exercising, she's not eating enough of the right foods, and she's eating too many like dessert-style meals, and not eating enough vegetables and fibre and that kind of stuff. So we're going to make some tweaks, not change everything, but make some tweaks to what she's doing at the moment so that she can get a different outcome. It's not about making her eat horrible, tasteless food or anything like that. It's about coming up with what it is that she can do. So I don't know at this stage. I mean, I know what I'm going to tell her, but it's a question of, okay, what do you feel like you can do right now? What are you capable of doing? Tell me some options that you could put in here when I mention my things, and say, okay, could you do those things? Do those things sit well with you? And we keep going like that until we can come up with exactly what it is that she's going to be happy with. Let me try that for a week and see, okay, how did that feel? And we just progress from there. But you've got to love your food. And don't let loving your food stop you. But yes, if you want to change in your health and your body, I guarantee you this, you need to change what you're eating. But it doesn't mean that you need to hate what you're eating. It means we need to make some changes, but we find alternatives that you also love. Because let's face it, we're lazy and we tend to eat about the same 20 foods for our entire life. The trouble is we tend to too much of the same food that is not good for us in big quantities, like high energy carbohydrates, complex carbohydrates like breads, pastas, rices. We eat too much of that. We don't eat enough of the good things like plant-based food that serves our body really well, and we tend not to eat enough protein as well, which has repairs muscle, tissue damage, all of that kind of stuff, and also produces testosterone release and growth of muscle, which promotes an increased metabolism and a bigger fat-burning furnace capacity. So when we don't get all of those things right, we tend to stick with those comfort foods, those sugary foods, those sweet things that we like, that we think, well, I might as well just eat this because my body's not changing, my health isn't changing. What's the point? It's too hard. I don't want to have to change to eat, this strict or whatever. People tell me I couldn't be as strict as you. I couldn't do what you do. Well, that's fine. You don't have to do what I want to do. I want to achieve the elite of elite level of fitness and health and body that most people don't want to achieve. So you don't have to do what I do. But we do have to be smarter about it. And you can still love your food. So I hope this makes sense to you. If you want to connect and make a difference right now with your health and your fitness, then go to the mentaltoughnessandbodyshow.com, opt in for a free consultation with me, and let's just start a conversation. Let's get you moving in the right direction to make a difference to your health and your wellness. See you tomorrow.